Most people think you need to be a former athlete to work in sports. I'm a finance major and a freshman at the University of Nevada, Reno, and I'm currently a recruiting and player personnel intern for the D1 football team. I've never competed in high school or college sports, but I'm here to show you why and how I'm making my mark in the sports industry. Today, I'm going to show you what I've been doing to make a resume for the NFL and beyond. I've always wanted to work in sports ever since a young age. I've played baseball, basketball, and even soccer, and I've watched a variety of sports. I grew up being a GM of my favorite team on Madden to the show to any video game you could think of, and it's only influenced my passion for sports, and I've been wanting to work in this industry since a very young age because of that. I've just always been interested in being like the mastermind behind what makes a franchise good. I don't know completely yet what like industry or what department I'd want to be in, like whether it's finance, marketing, scouting. I just know I want to work in sports. I have a cousin who worked for the Miami Heat for a long time now. She started as an intern and she worked her way all the way up to director of digital media strategy, I believe. And so that kind of inspired me a bit and it gave me hope because I have no playing experience. So I didn't think that it would even be a reality for me. But now I know it is. Last summer, my friend sent me an Instagram post of interns wanted for Nevada football. I didn't really think much of it. I just applied because I was going to go to the school anyway and I needed experience for my career. I just did it and I thought as a freshman I wouldn't have a chance. I really thought that the chances were low because not only was I a freshman, but I only started watching football in like 2021, which is relatively recent. And I knew that all of my competition played football for years and have a lot of experience watching film, which is a quality that I didn't have. I interviewed and I was honest with them. I told them that I hadn't started watching football until not too long ago. So it's going to be a learning curve for me, but I'm willing to be coached. I'm a fast learner and I'll put my all into it because this is my passion and this is what I want to do. I got hired and there's less than 10 interns on the team, so I'm very lucky and grateful to have gotten this opportunity. It's been an amazing experience and I've met so many new people and learned a lot about scouting in general, recruiting player personnel. I watched film breakdowns and handled data evaluation, data entry, and just random personnel tasks. They say in internships the company gets more out of the interns most of the time, but I feel like it's been pretty equal. Like I've gotten as much from them as they've gotten from me, which is incredibly rewarding. Now, why did I pick to major in finance to get into sports? Because sports is a business. Learning the skills that the front office actually needs, such as valuation, risk management, and return on investment, is essential. No matter what kind of area I'm working in, scouting, management, marketing, it's all essential. If you want to work in the front office, you got to know the language of money. It's also a good backup if I ever do want to change my career or have a career change and I'm not interested in sports for some reason in the future. It's a versatile major and it's pretty broad. Uh, any business is looking for someone who has a background in finance, or even it would allow me to start a business if I wanted to. As a freshman, I've combined this internship with being active on LinkedIn and connecting with um, NFL front office staff. I've even reached out to a player personnel staff for a professional NBA team, and we set up a call once, and I was able to learn what things he does on day-to-day basis, and it made me interested. Connections are the most important thing when coming to sports. Networking is a lot more important than experience or your diploma because you gotta know people and build their trust and be interested in putting the work, and they're gonna recommend you. They're gonna know about you already. So I'd say that a lot of things I'm doing right now to put myself in a position to work in this career in the future, a lot of it is luck, like getting that internship. It was a lot of luck, but I've been putting my best foot forward in everything that I've been doing, no matter what the situation is, whether I'm the least experienced or the most experienced. Now let's talk about the tools. Working in play recruiting and player personnel, I had to learn a lot of different things. I use different software, which I cannot name, but I use a software that manages athlete data, one for film breakdown, and what we've been doing is high level data entry and evaluation. So I watch these players, I make basically compilations of them, like we call them cut ups, We send it to the coaches. I make an evaluation of a full evaluation about the player, showing all the tangible traits that we can take and project him as a future player for our school. It's incredibly rewarding seeing some of my players on the boards of the coaches, like seeing that the coaches actually watch through the players that I, you know, identify is incredibly rewarding. In these future years, I'm going to see players that I originally identified and recruited on the team here at Nevada. So it's a process, it's a lot of work, but it's rewarding at the end of the day. Now here's the advice that no one wants to hear: do more for less. I'm an unpaid intern. That means it's a grind. I learned that the fastest way to earn your respect is not just by doing your job, it's by asking, what else can I do? Ask the dumb questions and be vulnerable in your skill set and ready to learn. Going above and beyond when you aren't paid is exactly how you get a callback for when a new job opens up in the future. Here's the fun part. Next semester, I'm going global. Check out my study abroad video, but I'm basically studying abroad in Bilbao, Spain next semester. I'm doing it to learn Spanish, have some fun, learn some uh, other cultures, but Bilbao is also an economic powerhouse in the Basque Country. They're industrial, and from a sports perspective, it's completely underrated. I'll be attending an athletic club Bilbao match. They have a unique cantata policy where they only recruit Basque talent. So like athletes from other places of the world, they can't compete for that team. They only recruit people from that region, which is awesome. It's the total opposite of the US model, and seeing how they manage a world-class roster with such strict constraints is going to completely broaden my perspective on sports management. Don't ever think an application is a waste of time. I found this internship on Instagram in the middle of the summer. I didn't even think that I could get it, but I interviewed. I went back to hang out with my friends, and then one day, boom, I got that call on a random Saturday morning, and it changed my whole trajectory of college. I work in this thing like, I'd say like 15 hours a week, but it's rewarding, and I know it's what's going to get me into the industry in the future. You're one apply button away from your life changing, so stop overthinking it. Just apply to that thing, get involved. That's how you're going to get into sports, like how I did. The sports industry is a marathon, not a sprint. You need to find a school with the best networking opportunities, internship opportunities, or sports business programs. Keep on striving. Thanks for watching, and let me know what sports you guys would like to work in the future. Good luck.